here with Rusty Esmar from Video Game Heaven.
Y'all ain't ready for this. I don't even know if I'm ready for this.
Oh my god, what happened to your head, dude?
Just wanted to give a shout out to everybody at Brotastic Nerdum.
The Brotastics, you guys should be doing restaurant reviews.
I'm Tyler from Brotastic Nerdum. This is...
Hi, I'm Cherami Leigh.
So, you have a ridiculous resume.
Oh, thank you.
You've been in literally everything.
I don't know about everything.
Well, you've been in video games, TV shows, movies, like anime.
Yeah.
Like, which one of those platforms is like your most comfortable or favorite to like, act in?
It's so hard. When I set out to be an actor, I just wanted to be an actor. And I think my first love is probably on camera, but I started doing voiceover when I was 7 years old. And now I can't imagine doing, like, having a life without film and with voiceover.
Yeah,
so I love doing all of the above. And then I found theater when I was in high school. And I think I'm probably the least comfortable on stage. But it's still pretty fun, and I love doing a little bit of everything.
Is that the live aspect that makes you uncomfortable, or?
I don't know if it's the live aspect. I think it's probably, I love doing voiceover and film and TV because I feel like they're more intimate in a lot of ways. Because it feels like you're sitting in front of the character. It feels more real. It feels more of like an intimate conversation. Whereas with stage, the trick is to make it feel intimate while projecting to the back of the house. And so that can be pretty tricky, and I feel like the tendency is to act a little bit over the top on stage, and you still have to make that feel really realistic. So maybe I just need to be doing more realistic types of shows, and like I've done a lot of musicals or over the top plays. My husband is a playwright, and so I've done a couple of plays with him, and like he did a personification of the 7 Deadly Sins, and I got to play Envy, which was like a 7-year-old in a green tutu. So maybe that's why I'm less comfortable on stage. I'm doing these over-the-top crazy roles.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
So out of the characters that you have voiced, which one do you feel is your favorite or the one that most relates to you?
I feel like I relate to all of them, and it's crazy. When I have voiced them, there's things that they're dealing with or things that they've said or somebody else has said to them that are exactly what I need to hear in that moment in my life. I just finished recording Sailor Venus, and I've been voicing her for 5 years. And I got in the car after my final session and just broke down and was surprised how emotional I became. Because I was a nerd in school and I got picked on a lot, and I never had like a core group of girlfriends. And since working on Sailor Moon, I've become really good friends with those women. And I've also somehow been able to accrue more girlfriends outside of just that cast. And so I feel like that is what that show's brought to me. Fairy Tail I've been working on for almost 10 years. And she's made me braver and take more chances and risks in my life and in my career. And I've had like moments like that with every single character. I mean, while Asuna was going through her love story with Kirito, I was getting engaged and getting married. So it all timed out pretty perfectly. It's pretty crazy.
That's awesome. All right, so this is one of the questions that I really like, mostly because it's the thing that I bring the most to people. So I say that every single person has some type of nerd that they are.
Yeah.
Like I'm a huge art nerd. Like I go and I love buying like custom pieces and having like my own, this is mine, one of a kind kind of stuff.
Cool.
And, I'm big into like cartoons and stuff. What would you say your nerd would be?
I'm a nerd about a lot of things. I love history. I love finding out about people in history that have either been forgotten or nobody knows about. So I love whenever we go out of town to go to museums and find out about stories and little gems of things that happen in that town that no one knows about. And I've been able to, at every single city that I've gone to, find out some part of history in that city that nobody knows. And I'm like, this is a story people should know about. So I love learning about people. I'm a nerd about all things film history. I love watching documentaries. I love all of the fandoms. I haven't seen a lot of Game of Thrones, but I still have my favorite characters. Yeah. I'm a Hufflepuff in Harry Potter. I know obviously a lot about anime. I have seen all the superhero movies. So I think it's really fun with all of the fandoms that exist to be able to just throw yourself into all of them and get excited.
Yeah, that's great. You seem to be really passionate about
a lot of things.
Yeah, so many things. So when you do like voice recordings, I know there's obviously you have your group settings, and you have times where you have to perform solo.
Yeah.
Which one do you feel you're most comfortable or enjoy doing more?
So I'm an introvert, oddly enough, and
that is actually surprising.
It's crazy. I feel like I became an actor and wanted to become an actor because I could talk to people when I was playing a character, but never when I'm playing myself. And still, sometimes I can get the energy to come out and hang out with everybody, but then when I come home, I just want to like stay at home and chill with my cats and be super shy and introverted. So that's probably where it comes into play of being in the booth by myself. I love like. People will laugh at me when they say, go ahead and take a break. I just sit down on the floor and hang out and wait till the break's over. They're like, get out of the booth and talk to us. And so I go to hang out with people. But growing up as a nerd in school, I would just like read books in passing periods and try to keep to myself so nobody would pick on me. Yeah. And now I'm like, oh, nobody's going to pick on me. This is a safe space. Everybody's
cool. The times
cool.
have changed. Yeah.
Yeah. So
crazy.
It's great. And then doing group recordings is really fun because most of the time they're all my friends. We joke around. We have inside jokes just in that one group session. So it's nice. It's also not really the most scheduling effective because everybody's schedules are different. And also, we talk so much and we get off track so much that they really have to rein us in, which is kind of crazy sometimes.
That's awesome. Well, you kind of told me something cool, but something about you that people would find surprising or interesting that they might not know about you.
Yeah, I guess a lot of people don't know that I'm really shy.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that I'm 5 feet tall. They're like, you are so small. My husband is 6'5", so when we got married, I had to stand on a box for our wedding so that we could be in pictures. It's like 1.5 feet. And in every film that I've been in, I have had to stand on an apple box at least one time.
So you played a young Leanne Rimes.
Yeah.
Which is pretty awesome
Yeah.
itself. That was 97, so that was a while ago.
Yeah, it was a while ago.
Who would be your dream casting to play you in a role? It can either be a young you
Oh my
or like a
gosh.
current you.
I have no idea. That would be so cool. I don't know who I would pick to cast me, but I think I know who I would pick to be the director of the film in my life. And I would probably pick either Reese Witherspoon, Gina Davis, or Sandra Bullock, because those are 3 women that I am like, I admire and respect so much.
Not quite the answer, but
Not quite the
it was
answer.
a good
I don't
answer.
know who would play me.
That is a really hard question.
It's so weird. I don't know of any like young up and coming actors. I'm like, oh, who would I like to play me as a child or me now? That's so tricky.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm like trying to think of young. I should watch more shows with young people on them so I would know.
Yeah, they're the next coming up.
Yeah,
Be ready
exactly.
for it. All right, so let's get serious.
Okay.
What kind of information can you disclose about Cyberpunk?
I cannot. I know nothing about the project. I wish I did. I don't know.
All right. Well, we tried. That was our try. And final, we're gonna see what kind of words of advice can you give out? You know, anybody that wants to pursue acting or voice acting, or just kind of try to become their self.
I would say if you want to be an actor or a voice actor. If you want to be a voice actor, your goal should just be to be an actor. I think it's really difficult to make a living saying, I just want to do film, I just want to do TV, I just want to do stage, I just want to do voiceover. It's just like if you were going fishing for the day and you said, I only want to catch catfish. You usually just say, I just want to catch a fish, because it's giving you more opportunities to make a living as an actor, the wider net you cast. So in order to do that, I say take as many classes as you can. Cold reading is super effective. Improv is great. Various techniques of acting. Anytime that you get the chance to audition or act, do it. Even if you don't feel like you had a great audition, it was a learning experience. Take as many classes as you can with as many different teachers. Even if you feel that the teacher didn't teach you anything, by not teaching you anything, they taught you who you are and made you more affirmed in who you are as an actor. And no matter what you do, you will always be learning, you will always be growing. And no matter how many times you get rejected, if it's what you truly, truly love to do, you won't be able to do anything else. I had a manager tell me, if you really want to be an actor or you're getting really heartbroken, ask yourself, is there anything in this world that I can do that will make me as happy as being an actor is? And my answer has always been no. And if that answer changes, I probably will shift careers and do something else, because it's just too competitive of a field and there are too many people that want it and love it and will do anything for it, that those are the people that are going to work.
Awesome. Well, it's been an absolute pleasure.
Thank you. Great to talk to you.
Yeah, I appreciate it.
Congrats on your first interview.
Yeah, I think I did all right.
You did. You were great.
Thank you. So
Awesome.
well, it was great talking with you.
Great talking with you.